definitely on, and they will be needed soon. You can see there is flood lighting around the drag strip area and around quite a lot of the circuit. We may find out before the end of this race how effective or otherwise it is. These are not endurance racing sports cars. The lights are more than stick-on templates that you'd find on a NASCAR Cup car, but how good are they for actually seeing your way in the dark? Well, the simple answer, Matt Neal, is nobody's got the foggiest idea because we've not tried it before.
Actually, the one who looks like they need the lights most is the Citroen. They're very
slitty and aggressive,
squinty-eyed, aren't they?
Well, do you know what? You're a grown-up team, you're a bunch of big boys. I'm sure they will have tried to see exactly how good or otherwise the lights are.
Maybe it's because they're seldom coming up behind people. They're normally leading from the front.
Yeah,
tail lights are really bright.
Yeah, maybe so. But you always want a nice flashy pair of lights to melt the paint off the back bumper of the guy in front, don't you? Well, we may need to find out. We are now currently running 10 minutes late. I think only 10 minutes late behind schedule.
I like this format. I like it. We're going into dusk. It's something different, isn't it?
And it gives the fans something. You know, if they turn up early in the morning, they get the excitement of qualifying, the confusion of qualifying, and then they get a whole day. We
can even see where Bruno's hiding with his safety car now, with his headlights on.
Very cool. He's due to pull out just before the final corner then, if he's required, because the little white line you can see there defines the pit entry road from turn 12. That's a sort of last resort, isn't it?
Volant's still in the pits, as is Carnell.
Carnell's car came down off the jacks, but is not at pit out. Now, that's a very good spot, Matt Neal. Carnell is not yet ready to go, or if he is, they're keeping the car with the tyres in the tyre warmers. I'm not sure he's going to join us. Cars are on the grid. There is a car moving in the pit lane. It could well be Tom Coronel just about to join from the pit lane. But on the right-hand side of your screen, the black car is Norbert Mikulis. The white and green and red machine is Thiago Monteiro. An all-Honda front row for round 22 of the World Touring Car Championship. Race 2 in Thailand, into the dusk. Away we go. Good start from Monteiro. Good start from Tom Chilton in third place, but Norbert Mikulis gets the lead, and Chilton now will have to hold off the hordes of Citroens. And again, Marr and Muller inside the first corner, and Muller takes the damage. Broken left front corner. He tried to do what Marr did to him, get up the inside. Marr got away without damage. Muller got damage last time. Marr got away without damage. Muller got damage this time. When it's not going your way, Matt, it's not going your way, and they've all broken clear as well. As Muller is out, then Lopez, Loeb and Marr are all squabbling, but the lead trio have broken away immediately.
It looked like Muller, what happened to Muller then was exactly the same that happened to Coronel in race 1. He got down the inside fair and square, and the outside car just turns in, smacks into the left front, and rest is history, unfortunately, straight out.
And Lopez has already jumped up in front of them, but he's outbraked himself. Wow, there's a rare mistake into turn 5. Got it wrong, got onto the brakes just a fraction too late, and will rejoin at the tail of the field. So yellow flags out at turn 1. Loeb ahead of Marr. No, Lopez came in just behind the two of them. Goodness, how did he manage that? Looked like he was going a long way off behind him. Rob Huff and Gabriele Tarquini, again making progress, Rob Huff. So where does that leave him? That's, what, 7th, 8th, 7th. We've got 3 out front, then 3 Citroens, then Huffy up to 7th place from Silly on the grid, last on the grid, apart from 4 penalties. So he's come from 12th to 7th. And
Lopez
as
trying to get on the
holds
outside of
off Lopez, binging, banging, and Huff will do well to get through on the inside, but he's now in the danger zone where he might end up between them. So that was Lopez and Marr, not Loeb and Lopez, sorry. He's inside Lopez, Huff's got the move, but Lopez just puts his foot down and carries on going. And now Lopez getting hung out to dry, Matt.
Yeah, Lopez is out the crocodile here.
But Huff's not quick in a straight line because Tarquini was trying to get by, and Tarquini looks to the inside at the hairpin at turn 3. Can't get through. Huff inside Lopez, and Tarquini inside Huff. Tucks him up like a kipper, takes away the racing line. Huff on the grass, can't respond. Ooh, didn't see that. Bernardi getting that sideways. So it was Muller's left front hitting Bernani that actually broke Muller's left front corner. So it was Muller drifting out
him round.
wide.
Yeah, he was well past Mar. Mar turned into his door. I think half turned him round.
And Muller got shunted out wide into Bernani. Bernani was lucky to survive.
So I'd be pretty choked if I was Ivan on that one.
Yeah.
I'd be going and have a word with him afterwards.
A couple of words. Neither of them particularly pleasant or long, I imagine. So Pachito Lopez coming a little unravelled at the moment.
You know, we're going on about luck, Martin, but I mean, what if those incidents had happened to Lopez this weekend?
Yes, exactly. Wow. And that's exactly why before race one, Muller said, never give up. Never give up.
And you know, we were all criticising Lopez, saying, why are you nervous? You know, you can walk this, you've got it in the bag and everything.
Yep.
I mean, OK, it has gone well for him, but wow, Muller, 2 non-finishes.
Yep. It has gone well for him, but it didn't have to. Exactly. If he'd been in Muller's position with 2 zeros, then suddenly the championship is back on. And it would not just bring Muller into play, it would bring Loeb into play as well, and you'd have 3 Citroën drivers.
Oh, Montero's got a good slipstream here on Michelitz.
Well, he's not going to help Norby, is he?
Goes for the switchback.
Oh, can he cut back under him? He's got the line, he's got the traction, and Norby sits with it, and he'll have the line, but he has to move over to the right. He needs to move further right, Michelitz, to get into this corner 4 flat out. This could be a big one if they go in wheel to wheel. This is like the old days of Eau Rouge wheel to wheel, and Norby knows it, and Montero has the lead.
Chilton sniffing.
Wow. Entertaining stuff. However, it is allowing Loeb to close in fast from behind. Loeb could come out as the winner from this one. Tom Chilton so far won 3rd place in Hungary race 2. That's his only podium appearance. Ooh, and Mikulic getting very squirrely over the curbs. I wonder how straight that Zengo Honda is. They did a lot of work on it after race 1. I mean, Thiago's trailing bits of rubber sealing strip and all sorts of stuff, but it doesn't matter. Chilton is having a look at Norby, though. And now, look, it's not a lead trio and 3 Citroëns. It's a leader and then this pursuing pack. And Loeb is going to leapfrog his way along here.
Yeah, Chilton's light, he's on 0 weight, so that should make him more difficult to get past.
However, it's a kilometre and Loeb is on his back bumper into turn 1. And Loeb will just sit there until he's actually pushing Chilton along and then pull out. Long way past turn 2 and down into the slipstream. Chilton's going the long way around the outside.
He's got Chilton.
Yeah, but Tom, if he keeps his foot in it, could just about hold on. No. Drive through, Parc Fermé violation for Norbert Mikulic. So clearly they worked on the car before or after the Parc Fermé, and the Parc Fermé was the end of the race until the 15-minute repair time. So Norby is out of this, which makes Loeb 2nd, Chilton 3rd, and Mar on the inside of Chilton now takes that podium spot as well, because Norby cannot recover from the drive-through. Chilton fights back. That's a great move by Tom to cut back on the inside, but is he only staying the inevitable?
Tarquini's on the hunt as well.
Yeah, Tarquini's right in it. Lopez is there. In fact, Gabrielli got by Jose Maria Lopez, and Jose has not been able to get back past the Italian. And Huff, is he making any inroads at all? Well, Montero, like in Japan, is trying his damnedest to clear off here, but 10 laps and only a 2.5 seconds in front of Sebastian Loeb. I'm not sure that's enough. Oh, and look at them all queuing up to have a go at Chilton. Tom again defends on the inside into turn 1. But that's going to cost him on the exit mat, and here they come.
Tarquini should get a good exit from there. Good slipstream.
They'll all be sucked up along behind the Chevrolet.
That Citroën has got good straight line, considering the weight it's carrying, hasn't it?
And Norby comes in and goes back out. And Chilton on the inside. He
Chilton's
will
got to have eyes in the back of his head here.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're going to have to work damn hard to get by him. Loeb got the jump on him, but Ma is not going to if Tom can help it. Ma just jinked a little as if he was looking inside at turn 4, and right behind the red, white and green Honda of Gabriele Tarquini. There he is being pushed along now by Jose Maria Lopez, and Rob Huff has got Mehdi Banani closing in behind him as well.
Oh, a good bit of corner cutting through there.
Yeah, that first fast right-hander, turn 7, you can take all 4 wheels inside the white line.
Now Chilton's managed to gap him, just give himself a wee bit of air, so he doesn't have to go defensive now. If he can get his head down, pin his ears back, he can see if he can get some air between him and Ma.
Huffy trying to defend against Banani. The yellow Lada stays on the inside at turn 12, and Huff holds on in front of the Citroen. On board with Rob Huff, little kiss from Banani down into the braking area for turn 1 here at Buriram, the Chang International Circuit. Pink sky as the sun sets, drops below the horizon. Your race leader just going through shot, Thiago Monteiro from Sebastian Loeb.
The problem they've all got is these Citroens are so fast in a straight line, they're absolutely ballistic. If you gap them, then the next straight they're back on you again.
Tarquini can't shake off Lopez, but Lopez has still not got by. And I wonder whether the Citroens used the better of their fresh tyres for race 1 when they were all at the front. I'm pretty sure that Lopez will have done. Whatever he had, the very best of it was on the car in race 1 when he was starting on pole. And Muller, his championship rival, behind him. So he may not have as fresh a set of tyres as Gabriele. Gabriele may have reckoned that he would be further forward in race 2, especially after the race 1 penalties and a degree of race 1 carnage, and so maybe keep tyres for race 2 and hope that your car is in a position in which you can use them. Rob Huff, Mehdi Banani giving chase. Timing and scoring giving up, still showing us the results of race 1. But we know that Thiago Monteiro is leading from Sebastian Loeb. The gap now 3.3 seconds remains pretty constant. And then behind Chilton and Ma, in the red and black capsicum car of Tom Chilton, ahead of Cinquan Ma, the 33 Citroen. Red, white and green car, Gabriele Tarquini, number 2, 5th place. We're right behind him. Which way are we going, Matt?
Yeah, look at him draft up. Obviously, Tarquini's going defensive there, but that's going to compromise his exit from 3.
But the problem is, time and again, Lopez has to go around the outside. Tarquini leaves him no cutback room, parks it on the apex. That, by the way, at the bottom, that's not a high-intensity rear light. That's your exhaust pipe. That's the kind of underbonnet temperatures that these guys are dealing with. You know, we talk about the air temperature being 30, which is nice and hot. Look how red the brakes are glowing and how red those are at 700-800 degrees. The turbo under the bonnet will be closer to white than it is to red, like the brake discs.
As will the primary, the manifolds as well. They'll be running close to 1,000 degrees C under there.
Well, you can see that at the tailpipe, at the back of the car, with what cooling it's had and the gas flow, it's still glowing cherry red. So you can imagine, I mean, especially on the Honda.
Yeah, it looks like the Honda, that'll be the catalytic converter, but whether Honda are running it right at the tailpipe or the others have just knocked the insides out of theirs.
Yeah. Ma still trying to take 3rd from Tom Chilton. I think Tom would consider this to be a decent Thai holiday if he manages to take a podium away.
Come on, Tom, you can get a podium.
I like this evening stuff. The cars look very glinty and groovy. Yeah, they do look good, don't they? It's like when you've got your Scare Electrics, when you had those working lights and you used to race them in with the lights off. So much more exciting.
It's like Formula 1 in Singapore, but these guys, we've got lights, so we don't need...
You see how different they all are as well. You know, it's just another different element to help you identify the car. Chevy with a big square light.
Chilton wide.
Chilton now brakes himself as we're talking about light clusters, and through goes Ma for 3rd.
Gimme.
Yeah. No sign of Norbert Mikulis at the back. I don't think Tom Coronel actually joined in. Haven't seen him go by, have we? So
no, as you say, the timing screams.
Yeah, they gave up at the end, went home at the end of race one. Huff still defending against Bernani, and Lopez still not getting back past. Tarquini's Honda.
Oh, we have a timing screen.
What, for race two?
It's a lap behind, but we have a timing screen.
At least it's not a race behind. Beautiful pink clouds in the background as we look at Mehdi Bernani from Rob Huff's viewpoint, or not from his viewpoint, but from his rear camera's viewpoint. Can be able to see stars twinkling in the sky very shortly. It is getting to that blue light time of the day, so beloved of photographers. You can see why, can't you? The remaining light is very colour chromatic.
Another queue forming behind Chilton here.
And look how much Maher's gone away. In half a lap, he's a second and 3/4 in front of Chilton already. And Chilton is holding up Tarquini, and that's good news for Lopez. Because without the queue in front, I don't think Lopez would be with Tarquini anymore, apart from down the straight.
I don't know. I think Lopez could get two for the price of one here.
Of course, being bottled up behind Chilton means Tarquini's only got one option, which is to follow Chilton into the corner.
Could get Tarquini on this one. Look at that's a fantastic shot of the brake disc there, isn't it?
See how much later and deeper Tarquini was on the brakes. His was still glowing when Lopez's weren't. And Lopez gets them both. Good thinking, Matt. If they both go the same way and he goes the other, he'll get either or neither, or he'll get both or neither, won't he?
Ooh, good slide, and Chilton back at the inside.
Chilton's there's an overlap, but he can't quite get in. Oh. Wow, and here comes Tarquini. Great racing from Gabrielli. He's inside Lopez. There's contact, but they both hold on, and now the road comes back to the Argentine, and he goes through, returns the biff, and Tarquini loses ground that time, but not much.
Up he comes sniffing.
Huffy's close. Is Tarquini smoking? No, not yet. But Lopez again can't hold the line in the middle of that little sequence and drops down into 10 just in front of Chilton. Great racing here in Thailand. I like this circuit a lot, and I think the drivers do too. So the lead trio have gone, Montero, Loeb and Maher, and Loeb dropping away from Montero, the race leader. Then Lopez, and then it's all going on here, isn't it? Lopez just got by Chilton, who's got Tarquini and Huff and Bernani behind him. And Lopez now will stretch his legs on the straight. Amazing how the Citroen can break the toe of 4 cars behind it in a straight line. And that tells you what you need to know about its high-speed ability. But does Lopez get it slowed in time? Kinda.
They're all synchronized going into that turn 3, weren't they? But yeah, Lopez will have his maps wound right up now, put some more ignition into the car, just trying to make that little bit of air, give himself some comfort zone, get himself back on the podium.
Whack it onto full juice. There's your race leader, Thiago Montero. Has spent the race trying to pull away from Sebastian Loeb. And at the moment, barring mechanical woes, and don't forget, he had, I'm pretty sure he had a brake change after race 1 because of the damage to all the cooling ducting on the left front corner. If they haven't had a chance to replace those ducts, then his left front brake will start to overheat. It's not like you can take it easy when you're being chased by Sebastian Loeb. Cinquan Maher in 3rd place. We're 10 laps, that's 15 minutes into the race, and see how much darker it is now than when we started.
And the sun has fallen.
Yep.
Martin, it's going.
Yep. Night comes like a shutter in the tropics. They just roll it down. 15 minutes from full sun or full light to very little at all.
This is still anybody's race back here for the 5th place at the moment.
I tell you what, I hope the podium's well lit, because they're going to need it. I mean, now we're looking like we are racing under the lights.
Martin, it's Thailand. They're going to have sparklers and fireworks on the podium.
Yeah, that's true enough.
They should do for Lopez anyway.
Ooh, Chilton in trouble, and bang, through goes Tarquini. Give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Gabrielli will always go for any half chance, and Huff's alongside Chilton as well. And Huff with Bernani behind.
Chilton should be able to hold the inside here.
No, he's on the inside line. You can't carry through on the inside. You're going to go way off and have a big shunt on the way out of the corner. Everybody who's been squeezed onto the inside line down the straight has had to back out.
No,
it's
Martin,
like
you've got a nice big berm there. 2 cars on the outside. It's great.
It's not the last lap.
Death.
Not the last lap. Last lap, you might take your courage in both hands. So Rob Huff and the Lada team watching him chasing through past Chilton, and in fact Bernani has gone by Chilton as well. I think Tom had a little bit of an issue there, just got straight line by all 3 of these guys.
Oh, this is hotting up at the front.
Yes, gaps come down notably on the last lap. Montero's gone from 2-point-something to 1.2 seconds.
Now, the one thing that Citroen did,
it was 2.0, so
in
that's
race 1, was look after its tyres well. They were very strong in the last few laps, so this could
this could be really tough for Thiago Montero. 2 laps to go. A fired up Sebastian Loeb looking for a win, looking to try and overhaul Ivan Muller in the championship. Loeb already has gained 19 points on him this weekend, and could gain at least another 18 and possibly 25, which would be a near 45-point gain on Ivan Muller, which would put him a race in front. Red flag.
Oh, what's that about?
Light?
Surely not.
Have the umpires gone for their light meters? Well, we haven't seen a shunt, unless it happened while I was just looking down at my points table.
It can't be light. That's what the race is.
You can't expect to race into the dusk and then say, actually it's dusk, so we're going to throw a red flag. So what else has happened? Well, the race was due originally to finish at 5:50. Have they got a curfew here at 6 o'clock?
No, the bar's open. All the officials want to
well, 2
get
laps,
down there
we'd still get them in before 6 o'clock. And a slowing down lap. Well, whatever. Sebastian Loeb doesn't get victory, but he does get 39 points more than Ivan Muller away from Thailand. Thiago Montero is our race winner, and the 2 of them are pulling over, looking at each other going, what?
I mean, that's great.
What happened then?
Great for Montero, great for Honda to get their share of the spoils here. But
for
that
4
was just
minutes.
Yeah, that was just sort of getting nice and exciting for us.
Oh, yeah, see, that's slightly a disappointment, I'm afraid. I don't think it was so dark that the cars couldn't see each other or the flags.
You don't think one of them, Jas Mechanics, got hold of the red flag from somewhere, did you?
I don't know. Well, we haven't seen anything. And now, see, the drivers are doing exactly what they should do, which is pull up on the grid, ready to be informed whether the race is going to restart or not. Now, it has said race stopped, not race suspended. So we're over 3/4 distance. They can declare a full points result. And so Thiago Montero celebrates in front of Eva, cameraman, and gives the old girl a bit of a kiss. And it is victory under the lights for Thiago Montero. It's been a year of firsts, hasn't it? First ever World Touring Car race at the Nordschleife.
So is that first win for the Castrol team this year?
No, Thiago won already once.
Twice.
Once.
Yeah, it's Gabrielli who's...
yeah, Gabrielli hasn't won. No, Thiago has won twice. He won in Moscow and he won in Japan, of course, in Motegi. And it has been declared safe to go, so everybody goes, the first of a queue, I think, perhaps, to be having words of vim and vigour with Cinque Mar.
Oh.
Yep.
Pachito's lost his sense of humour.
Lopez not happy.
Mar accepts another person on the grid.
Yeah. Well, so far, Bernani may not be directly miffed at Mar, but his other teammate, well, Loeb's happy
as his TV smile back on.
Yeah. Well, that was for Mar and Mar only.
Yeah.
Not happy with what you did, not happy with the way you did it. That's out of order. But yeah, I think Muller will be queuing up to have a look as well.
Oh, was it Mar getting into Lopez on lap 1?
Well, it was all over the place, wasn't it?
No, he did. He got into Muller, didn't he? And
Yeah.
Lopez was behind it. So.
Yeah. So Montero, our race winner, his third win of the season. I'm now going to look at my stat sheet to see if he has won more than 3 races in any season. Thiago Montero claims win number 3 of 2015. He has never won more than 2 races in a previous World Touring Car Championship campaign. So we talked at the beginning of the season, several races in, Matt Neal, about the way it seemed his fortunes were changing and the bad luck befell Gabrielli. So it would appear Thiago has now won his 3rd race more than ever before in a season. So I'm sure we're going to get our...
Yeah, great for Thiago. Well, I just want Alex or Ben to get down to interview Mars, see what he's got to say.
They probably can't find the cars.
Yeah, probably.
Well, sun's over the yard arm. They're already having a beer.
In the jacuzzi.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Lopez the champion then. Muller, how's he still ahead of Loeb? Where did he score any points this weekend? In qualifying,
He was a bunch in front.
he was 39 in front. That can't be right. What did he score in race 1? Did he score? Oh, anyway. Those are the points.